Guys, I'm going to do a curriculum review for my kindergartner. This is kind of work out in the garden, wash my hands, come in and get things done. Even got some water spilt on me from one of the kids. So this is just real life, get her done. So for all my kids, I make these lists, and basically this is their school checkoff. So this is for kinder. We have a 5-year-old who's going to be 6 in November, starting kindergarten, and he's going to be doing kind of like a slow intro kindergarten. Pre-K, he did way better than I expected of him, just truthfully. He struggled a lot with fine motor and attention and things like that. So we got to the point where now he can sit, he can follow directions, do a couple worksheets, and call it a day. This year, he gets a math book, and he gets a kinder book, and he's doing some group stuff with us. So, it's going to be a little bit more. So at the beginning, I'm not going to expect as much from him. As far as the actual workbook, it's going to be like, okay, let's sit down and do something from this, something from that. And then I'll gradually increase my expectations, hopefully pretty fast, but because he is going to be in kindergarten. But again, we're going to follow his lead and not push him too much. So the first thing my kids have, we love handwriting without tears. I bought this Kickstart to Kindergarten for him last year, and he really just couldn't do it. I ended up getting him something else. But last year was a big year. We just really learned to write his name. And he did the one before this, the pre-K, the green one. And he did well. You'll see that it starts off with that same concept of that green book, but just on a lot smaller scale. And that just was a little bit difficult for him. He just kind of colored them in. He really didn't do much. So we put this aside, got him a different book for last year, which is what Ellie will have. And he is now, has the ability to do this. So he can write it smaller. And, but this Kickstart, half the book is uppercase, and then they go into lowercase. The kindergarten book starts on lowercase, and I just felt like he really needs more practice with uppercase. So this was a really, really good fit for him. So he'll be doing Kickstart Kindergarten, handwriting without tears. Then the next individual subject he'll do, we are going to, I actually bought him the level 1. I bought this for my pre-K. This is kind of too easy for him, too hard for him. He's kind of in the middle. So what we decided we're going to do is that his other program that we're doing has some review with numbers, and it starts with number 1. And in the K book, lesson 10 or 11, they start reviewing numbers. So what we have decided is I'm going to buy the digital of this. He's going to start off at lesson 10. We're going to go through this. This is just a lot gentler for him, which I think will be such a good introduction to then this, which is really where I think he should be. And that actually, I think, will probably put us not going into these harder concepts that are at the end of this book. So it should be a pretty good fit for him. Again, our biggest issue is more that penmanship with this book. I think the concepts he could do, it's just that penmanship. Because I'm seeing him start to kind of understand that. And place value, I don't know if he's quite ready for it. Not sure. So that's why we're going to find a good match. Hey, I'm doing your curriculum. He's going to do half of this one and then start this one. So that's basically, that's math and his handwriting. He is going to be doing Christian Light Education, Kinder 2. Is this your book? He loves this. Absolutely loves these. He
Mommy, look.
loves his workbooks. Yes, sir. He... Oh, okay.
There's something in this.
Okay. He absolutely loves these workbooks. So for Kinder 1, if I'm correct, there's 5 workbooks. yes, there's 5 workbooks. For Kinder 2, there's 5 workbooks, but there's a actual workbook and an activity book. And we are really excited about this. He's really used to this. He knows they're numbered. Can't wait to finish one. This really is why he thrived in pre-K. It's just really, oh, I go to here, I stop, I do this, I do that. So these really start out super simple, like just following a line. I did a review on this one, but you'll see he starts writing numbers, things like that. The way this is set up is they have session 1, 2, and 3 for each lesson, which we do a 3-day week. So this should work out that it's day 1, 2, and 3. And then session 1 is sounds and letters. Session 2 is from your activity book. And it's like cutting, pasting, coloring, recognizing, matching, dot maps, and more. And then session 3 is numbers and counting, which is why we are going to do this. So that way he gets math every day. So I have math every day here, math once a day here. And his letter recognition. I really do like how this one starts. So that is his individuals. There's some other things that I really liked about this. This is from the back of the CLE book. He's going to have, he gets like red 1 week. He gets a letter and just some things. And he's, again, used to this. We make a file folder and he puts it in there, calls it a day. So this is stuff he's kind of familiar with, which is really, really good for him. So that is his individual. Now we are going to do a preschool time with Ben and Ellie together, and we're going to go over Simply K. What I loved this. What I felt it was missing was some of the workbook side of things, which is why he's doing this and his math. So this is basically our sit down time. This is going to be done separate from independent work. We're going to do this first thing in the morning, and it really covers everything. It does go A to Z for the first 26 weeks. Then from 28 to 36, we start some phonics, which is really, I think, right where Ben needs to be. But it has things like colors, weather, fold a t-shirt, cutting and gluing, emotions, learning your address, basic hygiene. It really, Masterbook talks about the whole kid. It really does a whole kid. Sorting toys, animal and plant care, zippers, social skills, following 3-step directions, opening containers and straw, understanding first, second, third. So it really hits that. You'll see here, it's just great. So you have like a life skill, a Bible, rhyming time. There's tons of poems and rhymes and things like that. What else do we got? ABCs and more. I think and then they review that. They have these little mini books that are just super simple little books. But if you'll see on day 1, this is all the writing they do. And I just want them to do a little bit more. On day 2, they have, looks like they cut out the waves and put it on here. So they got a coloring page for day 2. And that's, again, all the writing they're doing. Day 3, they get to put them in colors. So, and there are like some of these little matching, there's just not a lot of workbook stuff, which is okay. Like, I think that's okay, but I personally like my kinders to do a little bit more. So this is lesson 10. Looks like we're following a recipe. But this is, again, all the writing that they have, cut and pasting. We're sorted in the refrigerator, I guess. And that's 1 week. So there just wasn't, to me, enough seat work. And so he's going to be doing this. My preschool is going to be doing this because she's going to love it. So this is what they're going to do together at a separate time, which is, I'm not going to require too much of them to physically do during that time because they will have their separate independent work later in the afternoon. So that is Ben's stuff. He will also have a journal he keeps, and that's it. That's how we're going to roll. He is beyond excited. I've had to hide these workbooks, which from the kid who pretty much kind of refused school, that's an amazing feat. So I'm excited. He's excited. I'm curious to see how he'll adjust to the math, because he just hasn't done any real formal math. So I'm curious to see how that goes. Everything else, I think he'll do great. And we're just looking forward to watching him grow. And he's officially a kinder. And that makes me a little sad. I always get sad when I don't send my kids to public school. Homeschool problem. Like, I want to send them and like have all that first and meet the teacher and all that. And because we homeschool, we don't get to do that. We don't have projects to take home and all that other stuff. So I get a little emotional not sending my kids. I know that sounds a little odd, but we are completely blessed, and we know he needs to be home, and he's meant to be home, and we're really thankful and wonderful to have the opportunity to homeschool them. So we are really looking forward to it. And if you have any questions about the curriculum, let me know. But that's what we have for kinder, and we're really looking forward to it. So here is his list. Again, and that's that we only do journals on Friday, and that's a little reading guy. So there's his bubbles, 1 and 2, and his handwriting. And we'll do that together. But anyway, have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.